Dali Mpofu has finally left the EFF. I say finally because that guy long left the EFF long time ago, and it's Julius Malema'S fault. All the people that are leaving the EFF, it is Julius Malema'S fault. Hear me and hear me out. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, so I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of this country. There is no way that a politician who is serious about their career can stay in the EFF for long when there is another alternative. Let us hear from Dali Mpofu himself before we continue with this commentary.
Of soul searching, yeah, I've taken a decision that I will be joining MK. And as I say, I'm joining MK because I believe that it is the vehicle through which we will achieve the much needed black and progressive unity. No, I haven't, to be fair, and I have tried to reach out to him, but you know, it's not, there's no need to inform anyone at any particular time. I'm sure there's no bad blood, so we will talk.
As a courtesy?
Yes, as a courtesy, I'll extend that courtesy even after this announcement, and I'm sure that our paths will meet in this journey, this difficult journey for unity. And so, you know, as I say, there's nothing personal in this at all. It's not anything that is being done against a particular person. It's something I'm doing for my people.
It is also interesting the way when they leave, these political leaders of the EFF, when they leave the EFF, they display some kind of disrespect or disregard towards Julius Malema. You see, Floyd said, I don't owe anyone any explanation or loyalty. Even Dali Mpofu now is on the same path. He's like, no, I tried calling him, I will try, but I don't really owe anyone any explanation. So SABC said, the former chairperson of EFF South Africa, advocate Dali Mpofu, has joined the Umkhonto weSizwe. Mpofu joined what was once the third largest party upon its formation in 2013 and served as the chairperson of the Red Berets for 5 years from 2014. I'm reading this in case this video reaches somebody that does not really know about Dali Mpofu and EFF, just to give a bit of a background so that we move together, so that you have a bit of knowledge, because these videos reach even the people that are not from South Africa, maybe people that are not really interested in politics but just want to know what the news of South Africa is. And also they say, breaking news, former economic freedom fighter chairperson advocate Dali Mpofu joined the Umkhonto weSizwe party. Speaking to the SABC News in an exclusive interview, Mpofu says that he believes the MK is the only vehicle to achieve unity and emancipation. Yeah, politicians have their own reasons. For me, MK is like EFF and ANC, same babies cut from the ANC. Some people have been reacting, but I'm not going to read much of the people's reaction. This one says, advocate Dali Mpofu has joined the MK from the EFF. Only NDLOZI left now. When it rains, it pours. The ship is sinking. You see, South Africans don't even feel pity much for Julius Malema because of the way he has disrespected South Africans over and over and over. They're even wishing for NDLOZI to live as well. You see, the EFF Umkhonto weSizwe members now, they are like, Phakama comrade MBUYISENI NDLOZI. MK party is home for everyone. So he didn't work for the South Africans' loyalty. I'm going to talk about Julius Malema because he is leading in the slander of South Africans for the benefit of foreigners, something that South Africans don't enjoy in other African countries. Do you understand? So he was pushing this narrative that South Africans are xenophobic, South Africans, and yet you wanted our votes. At the same time, you disrespect us, you say you don't want our votes. So any politician that is serious about their career, they were bound to leave the EFF, and it is this guy's fault. It is this guy's fault. So we cannot blame the people that are leaving the EFF and say, but why are they doing that to Julius Malema? It didn't take a genius to see that the leaders in the EFF were not happy, because there is no way you can have a leader like Julius Malema who talks about South Africans like that, and you are happy as someone that loves South Africa and someone that is patriotic. I wanted to hear him when he said he doesn't want our votes, we can keep our votes, and you are a politician that loves his career, and you sit in the party that has a president like that, who talks like that, and you stay. Ain't no way.
I am not desperate to become president of South Africa. I am desperate to unite the African continent, and if the unity of my people is going to cost me votes, you can take your votes. I don't want xenophobic votes. I don't want the votes of haters. South Africa, you are not Europe of Africa. You are Africa. And the freedom, economic freedom of the whole of Africa will only be realized if South Africa realizes its own economic freedom. The freedom for political emancipation started in the north and ended in the south. The freedom for economic emancipation will start in the south and will end in the north. One day.
Hey, yeah. How can someone that had so much potential, I am telling you right now, Julius Malema could not easily, because politics are not easy, he could be the president of this country should he have played his cards right. Even the existence of MK wouldn't even shake him much if he spoke to South Africans, addressed the issues that South Africans are concerned about, and also be someone who loves this South Africa of ours. Be someone that loves South Africans, because we are the ones that vote for you, unless we are hoping for something else that we didn't know, because some people also suspected him that he wants the illegal immigrants vote as a advocates for their stay and their documentation and all of that, and say which laws they broke, which African laws did they break by coming to South Africa. Maybe he was hoping that they would find. I don't know what Julius Malema was hoping for. You disrespect South Africans for so many years, and you tell us we don't want our votes, yet somehow you wish we could vote for you. No, guys, it doesn't make sense. But even this African unity that makes him disrespect South Africans, it is not the same sentiments that is being shared by other African leaders. When I say African leaders, I'm not talking about these pan-African organizations that don't really matter in the scheme of things. I'm talking about people with real power. They are not talking about such things that Julius Malema is talking about, for him to sacrifice his love for South Africans and his votes that he can get from South Africans. You see now, he had a whole more than 10 years to solidify his position within South Africa in his share in South African votes. But when the MK arrived in the scheme of things, EFF became the very low-hanging fruit, because this guy was busy playing around. So he has himself to blame. No matter what happens to the EFF, he has himself to blame. And it is easy to take from the EFF, because the EFF is not addressing the issues of South. In fact, he mocks South Africans. I don't know how he did this for long. And for the people that went into the polls and just decide, I'm going to vote for the EFF, for what? For what? EFF is not the only party that talks about economic freedom. It is not. I don't understand a South African that went to and voted for the EFF. Pardon me, I'm not judging. I'm just saying I don't understand, because also even me, I stand judged because I've been voting for the ANC for so long, you know, and I still have the love for ANC in my heart, but I'm an angry ANC member. So, but then I want us to hear, I want to prove to you that Julius Malema brought himself here. And it is only him that can take himself out. Only him. So I would like you to watch this video.
Comrades, we will make sure the struggle of all immigrants, most of whom are economic migrants and asylum seekers in South Africa. We will never. In South Africa, they say to us, if you want to be elected, you must declare war on illegal immigrants. And illegal immigrants, they mean Africans. We have refused as the EFF that we will never declare war on any immigrant, illegal or legal. Illegal according to whose law? Because if you are illegal, you should have violated a certain law. Which African law did these people violate when they came to this side of Africa? Because they are still in the same territory of Africa. They are at home when they are in South Africa. We wish to tell them we're going to elections next year in South Africa. We wish to reiterate that, and we tell them all the time, if they want to elect us on the basis of xenophobia, they can keep their votes. We are not disparate for votes. We are disparate for the unity of Africa, and that's what we want to achieve in our lifetime.
You go to Nigeria and you start bashing South Africans, and the same South Africans that you want, the same South Africans that you are supposed to protect. So I do not blame the leaders that are leaving the EFF. I do not blame Carl if he were to leave. I would not blame NDLOZI if he were to leave, because there is no way, if you take your career seriously as a politician, that you would stay within the EFF. The EFF that is not relatable with South Africans, growth there will always be limited. So I do not blame them. And Julius Malema brought himself here. He really brought himself here. He could have chosen South Africans, the people that vote for him and his political party. So now he chose the side that I don't understand. I don't know what he was hoping would do. Even ZANU-PF does not want his interference. They say that is not his country for him to interfere. So you want to be this, I don't want to say what I wanted to say, but anyway, hear from ZANU-PF mocking Julius Malema.
Now to get Malema from South Africa, coming from Norway, talking about succession in Zimbabwe, it shows that this is a foreign agenda and propounds big theories about how Zimbabwe should be run, as if it is his own country. At 43 years of age, he is no longer a youth. Who is he from South Africa to try to tell the youths of Zimbabwe who should be their ruler? Malema, Pakatipo Payama. He has just been in election. He comes third for a party which broke away from the ANC several years ago. Third from a Umkondo Wesizwe's MK from Zuma, a party which is hardly 6 months. It's clear that his pseudo-revolutionary message within South Africa has reached a dead end.
I don't feel sorry for Julius Malema, truly speaking. You know, at this stage, before I was feeling sorry for him, but then again I remembered the things that he has done, the things that he has said to South Africans. I was like, no. He brought himself here. As painful as this is to see something that was built, collapsing, disintegrating, you just have to remember how this is happening. What is the reason for this? Guys, before I say goodbye, I would like to say thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and if you have time, kindly watch the ads in full. It really goes a long way. I really appreciate those who do, because it's showing and it's making a lot of difference. With that said, do have a beautiful day. I'll see you in my next upload. Do have a lovely day.